The Dark Knight Rises, the third Christopher Nolan's Batman movie. This one is with Bane, and I was um I was pretty much entertained with this movie. It was all right. It was okay, but very disappointing plot. It had everything you needed, right? It had everything you needed and wanted in a. It was basically like it was very generic. It was very bad. I mean, it was cool. It was Batman, but Batman, it just wasn't the best Batman. The movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes, approximately, almost 3 hour movie. Now, if you love Batman, then of course you're gonna love a 3 hour Batman movie. But this is not. This movie could have been a little bit better if they cut it short. Longer doesn't necessarily mean better. There's a few twists and turns in this movie. Catwoman is in it. Um, Nightwing is in it, or Robin. No one knows for sure who the hell it is. A lot of people saying it's Nightwing. A lot of people saying it's Robin. It is Robin, but what Robin? There's like 1,000 Robins, and there's 1,000 Batmans, and there's 1,000 Banes, and there's no consistency within the Batman franchise. There's different types of Batmans and different types of comic book is a mess. So the story of Bane is this one is pretty interesting. The movie is incredibly long, but entertaining. Batman is kind of like Batman is in a mess. Batman is a wreck in this movie, and so is Gotham City. And I kind of was siding with Bane in this one. Bane actually seemed like he was trying to do some good, but at the end of everything, it all collapsed. So it's incredibly complex. It's an incredibly complex. It's complex but kind of simple. It's kind of like they winged the crap out of this movie. So Bane is fighting for the people, and he's fighting against the rich elites, and the corrupt politicians, and the corrupt police. Everything that Bane is telling the people of Gotham, he is not lying. He's exposing the commissioner, he's exposing the police, he's exposing the billionaires. Bane is actually a great villain. He's a great villain, but he seems like a hero in this movie. So there's a lot of things that Bane is basically a truther. Bane tells you the truth. He talks, he, like, actually, Batman is learning a lot of truths about himself in this one, The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know if they're calling it The Dark Knight because of Darkwing or because of this. I have no idea. But this movie is basically telling Batman what he is. He's a rich, privileged white kid, and he's a spoiled brat, and he's pampered. And the thing that I thought was pretty cool about this movie was that Bane kind of brought the best out of everyone. And I don't know if that was a mistake or what, but he basically beat the crap out of Batman. And the only way for Batman to beat Bane was for Batman to be his absolute best. And he has to be greater than Bane. And there are no shortcuts. So Bane puts Batman in this prison that Bane was supposed. There's gonna be spoilers in here. So Bane puts Batman in this prison that supposedly Bane was born into. I do the quotes because supposedly Bane was born in a prison, and Bane grew up in that prison. It's the one that has that big old hole in the ceiling. I mean, it's like a tube prison. I think you've seen it. But supposedly Bane was born there because his mom was there, and all he knew was darkness and all this crap. And he escaped that prison. He was a little boy. So if the little boy Bane could escape that prison, then that means Batman can do it. So what ended up happening was that the little kid that escaped the prison wasn't even Bane. It was a girl, the son of Raja Allah or some weird name like that. It was a girl behind all this. It wasn't even Bane. Bane was like a puppet. Bane was this right-hand man. And even though this movie was incredibly long, they rushed the ending. They kind of had to kill two big villains at the same time. One was Bane and the other one was this girl that actually was the problem with was actually the true villain. And there's so many distractions in this damn movie because Catwoman is also in there, and this whole movie is a goddamn mess, man. So I would say, you know what? It is an interesting movie. It is cool. I would say this one's actually better than number 2, the one with the Joker, The Dark Knight. This one, they look similar. But you know what? This burning building is actually in The Dark Knight Rises. It is not in The Dark Knight. So this should have been in this cover because Batman does this in The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know why they put it on this one. So it was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. Bane kind of seemed like he was for the people because he wanted to give the control of Gotham City back to the people. But what ended up happening was that Bane turned out to be a lying idiot buffoon. So he wasn't the smartest guy, but he seemed like he was smart. There's a lot of crazy things that Bane and that girl did, I guess, to Batman. They completely bankrupt Wayne. They took over Wayne Enterprises. They bankrupt the crap out of Batman. Batman didn't have no money. He didn't have his house. He didn't have his toys. Bane took away his equipment. So Batman literally had nothing to beat up Bane with. He had no money, no helicopters. He had one helicopter. And with that helicopter, he was able to save Gotham City. But take away Batman's billions and you literally have nothing, man. This guy is a joke. He's a shell of a person. Also, the commissioner gets exposed for being a dirty cop. It's just like the entire Gotham thing is falling on its butt. And one of the things that kind of was horrible was that Gotham City was corrupt. It was filled with corrupt billionaires, and it was filled with corrupt police. But the corrupt police, with Batman, fought Bane, and they won. But what did they win? They actually won a more destroyed Gotham City because Batman destroyed the crap out of the damn city. So what did the people of Gotham actually gain? They actually got worse things at the end. So there's the complexity of that. Bane destroys the city of Gotham, Bane destroys the city of Gotham by blowing up a bunch of buildings and places and bridges, and destroy trying to get the people of Gotham to overthrow the rich elite and the corrupt politicians. The thing I did like a lot was Scarecrow. Scarecrow was the judge and the executioner towards the end, and that was a funny cameo. Cillian Murphy was there. He was just he sentenced the commissioner to death, and it was just hilarious. There's a lot of little funny moments in there. But Bane destroys the city, and then Batman destroys the city even more, trying to rescue people and trying to kill Bane. So Bane and Batman is destroying the crap out of people, and a lot of police die. It's just like a horrible. Batman is just like the absolute worst superhero. He does not save, and also he's chasing Catwoman at the same damn time. He's trying. This bastard cannot. He's literally chasing Cat the whole damn movie. So, I I I really have mixed reviews about the movie, but judging it as a like not getting too deep into it, it is an entertaining movie. It is entertaining, but this movie is a joke. This movie is terrible. The plot and all that stuff and the writing, but that's because of the comic book or whatever. I have no idea. But this movie is a terrible movie, but it's entertaining. It's entertaining. It's got fighting. It's got shooting. It's got the police versus the army of Bane. Is full on riots, like the police fighting the entire army of Bane, hand to hand combat, and then Bane versus Batman hand to hand combat. It's just like it's pretty cool and entertaining, but the movie is a joke. The movie is a goddamn joke. It's probably the worst writing, but I don't think that's Christopher Nolan's fault. I think it has something to do with the comic book. Maybe the comic book is trash, but Batman is an iconic character, and it was entertaining. It was. I will definitely have it on my in my collection, but I'm gonna say that this movie is a joke. It's not nothing to be taken seriously. It's it is entertaining, very very entertaining, and that's basically that's the lowest thing of the lowest thing of the totem pole is entertaining. If a movie is entertaining, then it did its job. It entertained us. So I would say, yeah, it's good. It's entertaining, but the movie is stupid. The plot is dumb. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. It's the writing is horrible, but I don't think that's Christopher Nolan's fault. But I don't know, man. This just as far as all the movies I've seen, this is just like the dumbest movie in the world. But it is Batman, and I guess Batman has some sort of fans, so I don't know. That's just my take, but I do recommend you watch it. But you're gonna realize that this movie is kind of dumb, and the ending is there's no big win at the end. Yeah, you beat Bane, but at what cost? Gotham is worse. There's less billionaires, but it's still trash. It trashed the shit out of Gotham.